अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you for today's doubts clarifying session on the yesterday's exam. It's a quiz. Okay, it's like a interactive class. It's not that the most of the time you'll be hearing and I am saying. It is like you will be also speaking and I am also answering. So it's very important because we did 12 days yajna, actually 12 sessions. You all patiently heard so many, that means so much time you give, almost all 15 hours of time, and after that also you might have not audible. It's audible.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe probably you can try your side, maybe some technical issue is there with you, with your system. So you all very enthusiastically participated. We are seeing more than 50, that means almost all. So if you take almost all 60 members, they attended more than 8 classes out of 12. So it's a very encouraging thing. That means really in our society, so devotees are showing interest to learn the subject matter very deeply, and that is also needed actually in the present situation of the society. And not only now, at any time, any moment, if you want to see the steady and stable growth, there is a very much need of the foundational philosophy for that institute, actually, that organization or that movement. This is a Krishna conscious movement. So that's why Krishna conscious philosophy has to be cultivated very scrutinizingly. That means everyone should know very in detail and very deeply, and we should not be lazy. That means in understanding the subject matter and presenting to the others. So the right knowledge, that means Bhagavad Gita as it is, our philosophy is as it is. So we don't want to leave something which is not needed. No. So that thing we should not do. So that's why we should active in the understanding the subject matter. Maybe everyone may not be able to do in the society. So the faculties of intelligence may not be in that level. It doesn't mean that they are not able to do the bhakti. But we need, yeah, a good number of teachers or the devotees who studied Shastra very deeply. So that apasampradaya will not be coming. So those will be guiding the other people time to time. So that the other people also who may not able to study directly scriptures, but they will also get the result because of your guidance. They will also understand the subject matter through your guidance and through your suggestions and so on so. So that's why this is a society actually. This is a mutual cooperation is needed. And yeah, we are seeing the out of 300 members registered, and out of that almost all 50 to 60 devotees they continued so course or 12 days, and also exam. More than 40 devotees they gave exam. Almost all 43 devotees they gave exam, and no one got 75%. No one got. This is the failure of teacher actually. It's not the failure of students.
Sorry,
Because
Prabhu.
anything actually is lacking in the student, that is because of teacher. So that is a principle actually. And that is a principle because teacher's responsibility is making everyone able to understand the subject matter, and they should progress so such a way, because he has to, because students is coming to you means you have to take the responsibility, and you have to see how they can understand and what they can understand and how to encourage them, and that is even your responsibility. Like child is there and mother is there, so whose responsibility is more, child responsibility or mother responsibility? Mother responsibility is the more. If child is putting finger in the fire, so whose responsibility is it? It's the mother's responsibility, not the child responsibility, because child doesn't know. So it is the system, that is the system actually. Any traditional system means, in the traditional system, the responsibility of the guru is the more, teacher is responsibility the more. And anyway, we'll see. So we tried, and also we'll continue this kind of courses regularly again and again, and try to push this movement with all our endeavor, with all our full energy. So we should not get discouraged. So even teachers should not get discouraged. Oh, my students, no one got the 75%. It's not that actually. Anyway, yeah. So I should also should not get discouraged. I mean, I felt little bit yesterday, but yeah, something actually. I gave the paper also. It's not like goody paper. Okay, you're nice, and you okay, nicely, nice feeling. So bringing the nice feeling artificially is not good actually. So genuinely they should get the really the clear concept. So that's why paper is really testing the core understanding, whether one is having or not. And just it's not a material subject, na. So we expect 100% correctness. Maybe in the I'm not fully correct. That means maybe in that because my question paper, whatever I said, other expert has to test it actually. He has to check it, and that means other expert has to check and see. So because being a human being, so I can also do some mistake, but nobody checked that actually. So because I didn't have any other one to check my set question paper is right or wrong, and is there any, so sometimes something may be missing, like the Acharya's books also edited by the Rupa Goswami's books are edited by the Jiva Goswami. So editing may be done actually in the questions. It didn't happen. Anyway, with the today's discussion, maybe if something is lacking, that will come out by your discussion. I am open to take that kind of changes or feedback from all of you, no problem. So, but the thing is, ultimately, what should be achieved in this movement? We need a strong philosophy, devotional philosophy, and so that apasampradaya should not come. That is the goal actually. That is the goal of this course. So that our acharyas vision, whatever the vision they were having for this whole universe, for this whole world, so that has to be successfully continued. Otherwise, because of the laziness of understanding the Srila Prabhupada books, So should not lead to the speculation, that means superficial speculation, and that should not lead to the Apsampradaya, and his Srila Prabhupada's movement should not be dwindled actually because of our false representation, because of our misrepresentation, because of our laziness, because of our comfortableness. So it should not be destroyed actually. That is the, because you are sitting on the Vyasasana, so representing the Srila Prabhupada's mission. And if you are not knowing the things properly, and at least you should have zeal to correct yourself and study scrutinizingly. And we may not expect the perfectness one day, so but at least that kind of zeal is needed actually. And as a service mode, because it is a service, so there is always scope for the improvement. And but the thing is, we should be in the mode of learning, and so serving the as much as possible nicely and perfectly. That is the expected from the everyone, every acharya, even in the Golok also, that is expected from us. So because everyone guiding us all the time we'll be guided actually. So how to do service to the Lord is also guided by the senior, that Nitya Siddhas, Nitya Siddha, Manjaris. So whoever is on top of us, they will be guiding all the time. So that is every time, all the time it will be there. So anyway, what I and it's not good actually, not giving the anyone certificate to anyone. Actually, I'm thinking. So maybe that cutoff is to encourage all of you. So I want to just to bringing that means as the first time. This is not the next time. Next course, I will not do this. So maybe cutoff I should reduce, I think, instead of 75, because some people may not attended the classes and they didn't have time, and otherwise other services, and they're not fully so thought that this course only they for them life and soul. So because of many other reasons also, so not only just laziness, because of other reasons also, they couldn't have performed so nicely. So but we should encourage them also. And keeping all these into the consideration, what I should do, I should reduce the pass percentage actually, pass mark. And what I felt, 60% is the pass percentage, and we will give the certificate for them. 60%. 60% means you should get at least 18 marks out of 30. Then you will be, so we'll be giving the some certification. Yes, this devotee studied this course and at least 60%. That means you perform. That is encouragement for you. But our expectation is you should become 100% perfect. That is expectation. Yeah. So considering like that, we'll see. I think many people will be then coming into the, at least more than 10 students will be coming into the in that scale. That means many got the 19, 18, and also 20. 20 is the highest score. So we congratulate that Mataji, Bhavana Mataji, so from Pune, I think. So we congratulate her. So we are not studying this course to demoralize others. No, that is not the thing. Just to encourage the, so whoever is getting, so the good marks. So at least 20 she got. Very good. So this is the brief about the results and the cutoff marks. Now we'll discuss the questions. Okay. Maybe after discussing questions, some may get even more marks. Okay, let us see. Because I may need to reconsider the key actually. Whatever key I gave, so maybe I don't know, because I am only one brain worked on that. So if 2-3 people they work, then the perfection will become more. Okay, let us try to understand, and I will also learn this. Everything is life is meant for learning. Okay, I will open my questions. I will go by one, definitely. Each question we'll see and also discuss. So let me share. Okay. Actually, in your question paper, whatever is given to you, that was jumbled actually. Questions are jumbled. Those are not in the sequence because we set that feature. So that's why any two people will not get the same sequence. Okay, that was the way it was set. Feature is set like that. Okay, now the first question is Tatastha Lakshanam of any object is made up of in English editing will be some basic English editing will be definitely will be there. So what is the answer for this? Who will explain? Let us see explanation from the UN. Who will explain? Raise the hand. Tatastha Lakshanam of any object is made up of what? Yes. Archana Bhakti Mataji. Yes.
Prabhuji, you had said unique characteristic features which are outside of the Swarupa of the object.
Yes. So answer is?
Yeah, but Prabhuji, how is it not qualities? Aren't characteristics and qualities the same?
So this is the question actually. Another devotee also asked same thing. Qualities and characteristics are same or not? Who will answer this? We'll see everything from the students only. And whatever, wherever they are, because some people, they put the right answer. That's why we'll hear from them. Sudhanshu Prabhu, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Characteristics are those qualities which are unique. So in that way, every characteristic is a quality, but every quality is not a characteristic.
Okay. So that's why unique qualities also you can use, or otherwise characteristic also you can use. Because if to define any object, you need the unique qualities. That means characteristics you want. There is a difference. So that's why the answer is characteristics which are so outside to the swarupa of the object. The answer is C. So whoever is putting, yeah, Ravindra. What is that? Sachiputra Prabhu. Your question?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yeah, I wanted to add a query between the different Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, how are you?
Hare Krishna, yeah, Sachdev got converted to Ravindra.
Wow, that's why I'm seeing it's a different name, Ravindra.
But voice is same.
Okay, Prabhu, congratulations, Prabhu. Congratulations.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, what I was, I got this correct, but I based my understanding on this point that characteristics and qualities may be difference hai. That characteristic is something which is, of course, it is outside Swarup, but it is something, which does not change. Whereas the quality can change. Like today, you may have some quality, and that quality may change over a period of time. You may acquire another quality, or you may overlap that quality with something. So, but characteristic something of the base type, basic type. I mean the base. So this is on this basis.
No. That is not the difference, Prabhu.
But I answered it on this basis. I got it correct.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, I'll understand better from you.
Yeah. So something is based to that, then you can say that's the intrinsic characteristic, which is not changing at all. It is internal to that, then we can say that intrinsic characteristic. But here, quality are the characteristics we are taking, those which.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, Shampriya Mataji, yes.
You are asking something. You are asking that what is the difference between quality and characteristic? That's you are asking something.
Oh,
I joined late, Prabhu.
Acha, that is answered, Mataji. That's answered actually. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
So what would be the final
Second.
answer, Prabhuji? What would be the final answer?
C, Prabhu. C is the final answer.
No, that is all right. But what you have decided between characteristic and quality, what is the final?
Yeah, the difference between the characteristic and quality is qualities and characteristics. So both are the belonging to that object, but maybe those may not be inside to the Swarupa, they may be the outside to the Swarupa, but belonging to the object. Like example, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So he is the maintainer, he is the creator and maintainer and destroyer of this universe. So he is doing those activities, and that that quality, whatever doing of this, is not in the Swarupa of the Lord, but it is, he is doing through the Maya and through the Kala Shakti, which are belonging to him only, but those are not inside to the Swarupa of the Lord. So, but it is belonging to him. So that's why any characteristic or quality belonging to that object that may be in the Swarupa of the object, or that may be outside to the Swarupa of the object. But it may be the temporary or it's permanent. So it can be temporary, it can be permanent. That is another issue. So like example, I said in the Devadatta's house, there is a crow. Crow is sitting. So now there are the 4 houses are there. In that only one house, crow is sitting. And if you are guided that, so Devadatta's house is that house on which crow is sitting. Sitting of the crow is a characteristic here, because in other buildings, crow is not sitting. It is that crow is sitting in only in the Devadatta's building. So that's why it became a characteristic. So, and it is belonging to that building, but it may be temporary. But for the time being, whenever you want to define that house, or whenever you want to recognize that house, so that quality is there or not. If it is there, then you can use it. That characteristic is there or not, you can use it.
Prabhuji, we have there can be another interpretation this way also, that characteristic is something which is gross and quality something which is subtle.
No,
No, not even that. Okay.
no. Quality and characteristic is nothing but a quality, but which is unique to that object. Then it is characteristics, we say. Okay, next. Swarupa Lakshanam of any object. Sampriya Mataji.
Prabhu, I just want to say that whatever I heard, that you said that characteristics means that like every object has qualities, but characteristic is that which is unique to the object. That is the unique quality of the object.
Very good.
That differentiates the characteristic and the quality.
Yes, Mataji. Okay, next. Swarupa Lakshanam of any object is made up of actually. So, yes, Rukmini Prabhu, explain. What is the answer?
Hare Krishna. B, characteristics which are inside of the to the swarup of the object.
Why?
Because swarupa means when some characteristics is defining this swarupa, means under swarupa, not out of swarupa. Then
Yes.
we can say swarup lakshana. And Prabhuji, qualities and characteristics you define like this, because characteristics means character. It is defining his character, and qualities will be many, and other person also may have some same qualities, but characteristics are unique.
Yes. Okay, so second question is B. It's a direct question. Third question, based on Garuda Purana, Swarupa Lakshanam of Bhakti is. Swarupa Lakshanam of the Bhakti is what? We'll hear from the new devotees. You can you are free to open your heart and speak. So we'll see if you have any misconception that will be corrected, because no one is perfect in this world. So we are trying to serve the Lord with our imperfectness to become perfect. Archana Mataji, you are very good. You are not in the exam. Why? First tell me.
I missed the exam, Prabhu.
Oh, why?
It was very confusing to me.
Okay, answer this, no problem.
Bhaja Sevayam, Seva, Prabhu.
Yeah, Seva is the Swarupa Lakshanam of the Bhakti based upon the Garuda Purana. But I wrote a sentence here instead of the Seva. So how the Seva can be translated into this sentence? You know, Seva means what? Something, activity.
Yes, Prabhu, the activity which is done either by body or mind or speech for Krishna.
With Seva, since it is a Seva, so that means favorableness will be there. Favorability will be there. So that's why any activity which is done either body or mind or by speech for Krishna in favorable mood, then it is known as so seva, and seva is a Swarupa Lakshanam for the Bhakti, as per the definition of so Garuda Puranam. Okay. So answer is, if you keep only C, then that is insufficient to define Swarupa Lakshana. You need to choose C and D both. Yes, Sri Charan Prabhu.
My voice is audible.
Is a rounding actually. Why is this rounding? No. No. So noise. Oh, please mute it. Okay, Sam Priyaman.
No, I have one doubt. When I saw this question, because I'm just refreshing myself what I have heard from you, that you said that based on the Garud Puran, the Swarup Lakshanam of Bhakti is Seva, and based on Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, the Swarup Lakshanam is Anukulena Krishna Anushilanam. So
Yes,
that's
Mataji.
what I have noted in my notebook and learned that. But when I saw this question, I saw that you have asked that based on the Garud Puran, the Swarup Lakshana Bhakti is what? So I thought the option should be seva or service, but there was no option at all in that, and it was written like the activity which is done either by. So I just got confused. I wrote it correct, the C and D only, but then I thought that Prabhu taught us that for based on this it's seva, and based on that is this one.
Yeah, there you can see Jiva Goswami in that book, Bhakti Sandarbha, while explaining seva means the activity which is done by body or mind, manasa, vacha, karmana. He will explain like that, Mataji. Actually, you could have seen that. Actually, we discussed. So, yeah. Next.
So, Prabhuji, we can say that favorability is inbuilt into the seva that way, and then D also comes
Yeah,
into the and D also comes into the answer. as an
Yeah.
option.
D also. Both are needed actually. Yes.
It is inbuilt into the this thing.
Yes. Next, based on Garuda Purana, Tatastha Lakshanam of the Bhakti is Yaya Sarvam Avapyate. This is a direct answer. Ye. That means by which everything is obtained. Next, it's a direct thing, nothing is. So then every Lakshanam should be free from following faults such as. This is everyone knows. That is C, Asambhavana, Avyapti, and Ativyapti. Anyone put wrong for this? Wrong choice? I don't actually. I didn't analyze, and it's the simplest question. Which one of the following is the definition of a cow? Suguna Vrinda Mataji, you are there. She is asking yesterday from yesterday onwards. So, Prabhu, what is the definition of a cow? All are getting right. The one which gives the milk and the one which is in the mode of goodness.
Prabhu, I couldn't sleep, Prabhu.
Okay, Mataji. So, let us see answer from our devotees. Let them explain. Who will explain? So, apart from these two devotees, so okay, I'm going, Prabhu. Yes, you try.
Yes, Prabhu. The one which has developed.
Why not other?
Because in other animals, these other things are available, other qualities are available.
So because of that, what will happen?
So Ati Vyapti may come.
Ati Vyapti may come. So, yeah, Sugunavarnda Mataji, you are thinking that the one who gives milk. So why not this is the answer? So
No,
this
Prabhu,
cannot.
I selected the one which is in mode of goodness because I said milk, anybody, there are many other options. So
Yeah.
I went for one which is in mode of goodness. Then I was confused with B and C. And I thought if I give two answers, I'm going to get wrong. Okay, I'll go for that.
No, two answers also you can give because
But
we
I
have
was
given.
so scared because I remember you said maybe, may not be, but if at all there is no two answers, then you will get wrong. So I don't want it to go wrong, but again, I'm wrong.
Yeah. So yes, Mataji. So the one who gives the milk, if you give this answer, because it is going to, it cannot be a characteristic of a cow. To define a cow, so which one of the following is the definition of a cow? So if you say the one who gives the milk, then there is a problem actually. The one who gives the milk, what? So even buffalo is giving milk. So then Ativyapti is going to happen. If you say the one which is in the mode of goodness, so there are many animals are there who are in the mode of goodness, not only cows. So because all the animals are divided into, like the human beings are divided into 4 varnas, who are in the mode of goodness, brahmanas, who are in the passion, they are the kshatriyas, who are in the passion and ignorance, they are the vaishyas, and who are in the ignorance, they are in the they are called as sudras. Similarly, animals also all the animals can be categorized into these based upon the modes. So you cannot say that only cow is in the mode of goodness. So other animals also, like the deer and also rabbit, they're also in the, so you can say mode of goodness. There are many animals will come into the mode of goodness. So that's why we cannot say that only the cow is in the mode of goodness. So this is also cannot be a useful quality to describe or to define the cow. So the one which has dewlap and 4 legs, this cannot be a definition. So because if you say the one which has dewlap and also 4 legs, so then you cannot use the additional things. So additional things, only you should use the characteristics to define an object, not the qualities. So that's why this is also ruled out. D is ruled out. Then you should use only the characteristics to define that object. That is the dewlap, not the qualities. 4 legs, many are also having. Okay.
Yeah,
Sudhanshu Prabhu.
Prabhuji. Sorry.
Prabhu, I have a question, Prabhu, in this. Because why not D also? Because this also, if we say something like it has dewlap and 4 legs, then it will satisfy cow at once, because it is additional to dewlap.
That was my query also. I raised my
Yeah, yes, you agree. But anytime if you define any object, it should not be having the qualities into that. It should be always having the characteristics. Then that is the unnecessary thing. So that is that we say that is avyardhata is coming actually, is a useless thing. 4 legs is a useless thing, which cannot be defined, which is not useful to define the cow. So then why you have to keep this? It's a subtle actually. I am saying that it's quite twisted. This is paper is quite twisted. So if you want to define anything, it should be precise. It should not be having the mal things. That means unnecessary things, which are not at all having any role. Okay.
Okay, Prabhu, thank
So
you.
my
This is
question-
the concept you got.
Yeah. So
I also
Prabhuji,
wrote
Hare Krishna,
clearly.
so
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, as per your analysis, you want to say in the D that of course it's an incorrect answer, but you want to specify and bring out the point that dewlap is a characteristic and 4 legs is a quality. Like that, you mean to say?
Yeah, qualities
And
we
then-
don't need to use.
And therefore, we are eliminating the quality.
Yeah.
So is this the correct that dewlap is a characteristic and 4 legs is a quality, and therefore we
Yes,
eliminate
yes.
the quality and come back to C from D?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
pranam. Jai Shri
Pranam.
Prabhupada. The previous question, I have a doubt, Prabhu. I
Hmm.
might have forgotten few things which have been taught. So in that you mentioned about the C is the answer. So I want to understand asambhavana. What is the meaning of asambhavana? Because I think the context was clear to me, but because of confusion with the Sanskrit, I took A as the answer. I took sambhavana. I mean, I think it is the possibility of not having any answer for that. That is the thing, or what is it, Prabhu?
Asambhavana means whatever the definition we are giving, that should not have asambhavana dosha. That means, so it's a fault. That asambhavana is a fault. It should not be there. That means now you've defined cow means the animal which flies in the sky. If you give this kind of definition, then it is having the asambhavana dosha. So because that definition is not possible, so that's why asambhavana is a dosha.
Okay, so the meaning I had understood, but I chose it wrong because of confusion. Sambhavana and asambhavana sounded similar, so I got it wrong there.
Yes, ma'am. So that's why question paper will be like that only, na? So it's looks like very similar and tempts. That's why it is given in the top, because many people will be tempted by seeing this, and it's a fraction of seconds they will commit the mistake. And yeah, because we need to be careful in selecting. So that is important actually. Why attentiveness? Okay, no problem. So Radhanuga Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, julep is the fold that the cow has in the neck. So any other animal doesn't have this fold in the neck.
Oh, animal is there.
So Prabhuji, because this particular characteristic or this quality is unique to the cow, then we'll pick up this quality, na?
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
this characteristic for the cow.
Yes, yes.
Okay. My answer was right, Prabhuji. Here.
Yeah. Tatastha
That
lakshanam
would
of, yes, ma'am. Good, congrats. So tatastha lakshanam for absolute truth. For absolute truth. Yeah, we discussed this. The one which is cause for creation, actually spelling mistake. Creation, maintenance, and destruction of material universe. Of course, you will of this material world. So obvious understand. Okay, answer is C. So direct. Next, the definition of tatrodishtasya tattva vyavachedako dharmoha lakshanam is from. This is from where? This is Vatsyayana Bhashya on Nyaya Sutras. Gautamiya Nyaya Sutras. Answer is D.
Prabhu, was it even discussed in the class?
Yes, Prabhu, you told.
Yes.
Prabhu, you told.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Prabhu, you told in the class.
Yeah,
Prabhu, which
just told it.
session,
Yeah.
in what context we discussed that? Because I don't remember
Yeah.
also.
Yeah. So in the maybe in the second session, Mataji, I don't know. So you can see in the material I give. I thought that people will be seeing the material and writing. I was so much worried.
On
This
the
is one
third
of-
page,
in the notes
right
also.
from the beginning, on the third page, Mataji, you'll find this.
So I thought that people may see the book and write the answer. So I thought this is the most easiest question. But anyway, so
Prabhu, you told it is closed book exam, na? So we did
Yeah,
not went for
Yeah,
that.
it was closed book, Prabhu. So you were expecting us to cheat, Prabhu?
no,
And
no.
Prabhuji, just while
We
you
have
were
not
about to
cheated,
start,
Prabhuji.
Actually,
when you were
Mataji,
about to start the
प्रभु
paper,
आपने
you
ना
said,
ओपन बुक रखना चाहिए था, हम लोग 100% हो जाता था और फिर वो फिक्स हो जाता था आंसर्स
no,
हमारे दिमाग
Prabhuji, you said the four principles. Now we should follow the four principles. There, I just closed my book.
Mataji,
I just
actually, what
remembered the four
happened?
principles.
I was having so many students in the Bhagavat Mahavidyalaya. I was many students. I have to sit in front of them.
Prabhu, but you must get a award for setting such paper, so critical, all the questions confusing.
Yes,
No, Mataji.
Prabhu. Yes,
You
Prabhu, very
should-
nice
You
question.
should get a trophy. You should get a trophy.
Prabhuji, we
No.
should get certificate based on our attendance, Prabhu.
Yeah,
But
we'll
we
give
all
Mataji.
attended.
We will give attendance certificate. Sorry. So let's
Prabhu.
everyone is speaking. Please, everyone is speaking. We'll give attendance certificate also. We'll give the successful completion certificate. Both will give. Okay. Done. So next.
Thank
Prabhu,
you.
Prabhuji,
can you
Hare Krishna,
explain what
Prabhuji.
it means? The Sanskrit term, could you explain what it means?
This is a tatra uddishtasya. Uddishtasya means the object what you took. Uddishta means some object you want to define. Na? You selected something. Uddishta means a selected object. So tattva vyavachediko. Uddishtasya tattva vyavachediko dharmaha lakshanam. So it is having some dharma. So dharma means some quality which is going to separate this object from the others. So that means it is having that dharma specifically in that only, not in any other objects. So then that dharma is vyavachedaka. Vyavachedaka means it is separating this object from the others. Then that kind of dharma is known as lakshanam. Lakshana means definition. Okay.
Prabhu, I have a point I wanted to bring about the definition of cow. Just like Anya Vilashita Shunyam, the last two lines, they include many things, but the first two lines make it a modifier, like it is pure devotional service. Similarly, here in the cow definition also, I thought in those lines that cow is an animal which has which gives milk and is in the mode of goodness, and also which has dewlap. So that is a modifier kind of thing I was thinking, and that's why so I chose that first A, B, and D, which has 4 legs. So that means it's a complete definition I was thinking, which in that I was trying to understand in those lines. So is it something wrong, Prabhu?
Yeah. So in the bhakti also, first of all, bhakti definition, what you were saying, that means pure devotional, na? So in that pure devotional definition for the Uttama Bhakti given by the Rupa Goswami, first line is the Tatastha Lakshanam for the Bhakti, second line is the Swarupa Lakshanam for the Bhakti, together is the Lakshanam for the Uttama Bhakti. So there is nothing is, so quality of the Bhakti is not used, all are characteristics only used. Anya Vilasha Sunyam Jnana Karma Dhanavratam. It is a unique, this total is a unique to the Bhakti. Anya Vilasha Sunyam Jnana Karma Dhanavratam is the unique quality of the Bhakti. Anukulyana Krishnanuselanam is the another unique quality of the Bhakti. So above one is the Tatastha Lakshanam, below one is the Swarupa Lakshanam, but combined together are becoming the Lakshanam for the Uttama Bhakti. So
Yes,
that is
Prabhu.
not, yeah.
So the
So that's
second line would include even Mishra Bhakti and all kinds of things. But you mentioned for pure Bhakti, the first thing, the
that's right.
Tatastha Lakshanam is the kind of a modifier kind of a thing, right, Prabhu? It differentiates mixed Bhakti from pure Bhakti. So similarly, here also the cow definition can have those things which you mentioned.
Tell me what
That
is the Tatastha Lakshanam? That means Tatastha Lakshanam for the cow and Swarupa Lakshanam for the cow, and total will become the Lakshanam for the pure cow.
dewlap will be the unique thing.
No.
That is the
You are trying to catch the concept, Mataji. You are not matching the rightly, actually. Try to understand. So the Lakshanam means it should be unique characteristic. It should be the unique. So where is that? That means if you say the one which gives the milk, many are giving the milk. So how can you take that into the part of the definition? In the Bhakti case also, what I am saying carefully, you hear, Mataji. Anukulyana Krishnanuselanam. This is the definition for the Bhakti. That means any kind of Bhakti. That is maybe Sangha Siddha, but total is becoming the Lakshanam for the for pure devotion. That's entirely different, actually.
Yes, I got the point now, Prabhu. Thank you.
Yeah. So next, if
Hare Krishna.
yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, my doubt is pending in that
Yes, Prabhu.
question.
Yes, Prabhu.
Actually,
Yeah.
Prabhuji, I answered D also because when I saw question, there was only definition. And I saw this is matching and this is also matching develop. It has developed, but has for leg also. So means it is also cow's definition because it is defining cow again. And it don't have avyapti dosa because develop is saying
Is there.
and
But unnecessary thing
yes.
is there, na? Quality, having 4 legs.
So which
Yeah.
type of dosa will be there, Prabhuji?
That
Can
means,
we say this is out of definition criteria?
yeah, it's out of definition criteria. That 4 legs, having 4 legs is unnecessary thing for the definition.
Unnecessary. So due to this criteria, it will be out of definition.
Yes.
Right now, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Next, if
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Ah.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, in your first lecture, in the first class, session 1 May, in the first 10 minutes, I mean, of course, without offense and on the lighter terms, please, if I'm offending, please this thing. You had said, Prabhuji, 50% passing, 50% marks. But of course, you have got power to override. You can override any time.
My God.
आपका पढ़ देख लीजिए सुन के first 10 minutes में I've written it down in my this thing. You said that passing marks will be 50%.
अच्छा, sorry.
Please be merciful this time at least, Prabhuji. I mean, don't have mercy on us, Prabhuji. जिसको 50 और 60 के बीच में मिला है, प्लीज प्रभुजी, आपने ऑलरेडी अनाउंस किया था. हो सकता है हम लोग का मेंटालिटी वैसा, एटलीस्ट मेरा मेंटालिटी उसमें ही चल रहा था 50-60 के बीच में, something like that. Prabhuji, you hear it if you get time, first 10 minutes, okay?
Okay. Okay, bro. I'll hear it.
Yeah, and please be merciful and make it 50, Prabhuji. Prabhupada also made 32 ka 16, Prabhuji. Please, because you only said Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Then you have power to override. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, bro. So any other
yes, Prabhuji, there is one doubt or more, because some animals also have developed like one girgit, one type of girgit he have developed in his neck, and one type of dog also he have developed in neck. So
no, that is not Galakambal. That is not Galakambal. The way Galakambala means, yes, it's only cow will have. That's a shastra from the, because of hybridization. If you are bringing something, then genetical modification.
Okay, bro.
You don't take that into the account. Okay. So it's from shastric definition. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next, if we define a cow, if we define a cow as the one which is in the red color, then what are the possible doshas in this definition? So the possible doshas are avyapti and atyapti both. So because if you say the one which is in the red color, then what will happen? So yeah, some cows are in the red color and some cows may be in the black color. So that means this definition is not going to cover the other cows which are in the black or white or something. And if you say the one which is in the red color, there are so many other animals also in the red color, dog also in the red color. So now dog is also becoming the cow. So that's why that is the ativyapti and also avyapti. Both doshas are there. Yes, Suguna.
Prabhuji, if I have put, because I had put only B, so wrong, complete wrong?
No, it's not complete wrong. It's partially right, but marks will not be given.
Pass nahi hoga na.
Prabhuji, marks आधे तो मिलने चाहिए ना?
नहीं, वैसा नहीं होता है. So
Prabhuji, दोनों में से एक कर दीजिए ना, 50% तो आपने बोला था, नहीं तो ये half of mark for whatever is correct in multiple, there are more than one answer.
ऐसे तो पूरा marks गया फिर प्रभु, इतना strict मत रहो प्रभु.
दोनों में से एक तो कर दीजिए.
Yeah, I will message. Yeah. I will hear and I will message.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
What is the Tadastha Lakshanam for Bhakti according to the Srila Rupa Goswami? So now
I have one doubt regarding the previous one. Can I say, Prabhu?
Yes, Madhuri.
Yeah, thank you. Prabhu, what I heard from your lecture regarding these doshas, avyapti, ativyapti, asambhava, and what I get to understood, that you said that the cow, avyapti means that it includes only some instances of the object.
Yes.
Yeah, like the cow is a red color. That cow is red color. That means it doesn't include cow of black and white and all that. And ativyapti means that includes more than, like the cow has horns, so it includes more. Many animals have horns. So this is what I understood. That's why I take the avyapti dosha, because here it is written that the cow is red in color. But you never explained that it can include two doshas in the class. You never.
Actually, yeah, Nityamukund Prabhu asked this question actually in the class. If you go and see the recording, Nityamukund Prabhu asked, and then I explained to at that time actually. In that house.
I don't know, Prabhu, because that's why I got it wrong.
Yes, I remember that, Mataji.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. So what is the Tadastha Lakshanam for the Bhakti according to the Srila Rupa Goswami? So that is the first one, Anyabhilasha Sunyam Gnana Karma Janavritam. This is the Tadastha Lakshanam for the Bhakti. I already explained in the class. So, but Gnana Karma Janavritam is not there. So the different meaning for the second meaning for the Gnana, I explained this in the last class. Gnana karma janavrutam. That means I was trying to correlate with the both. That means Rupa Goswami's definition of the pure devotion and the so Jiva Goswami's definition for the pure devotion. That means what is the definition for the, according to the Jiva Goswami, Nirguna Swarupa Siddha Bhakti is the definition given by the Jiva Goswami. And Rupa Goswami, what he is giving, Anya Vilasha Sunyam Gnana Karma Janavruta Anukulena Krishnanusirama. So there I explain, Gnana Karma Janavrutam means, that means Gnana Karma and these should not stop that activity to be connected with the Lord directly. That means that person, whoever is performing, he should be doing the directly devotion to the Lord all the time. So, but if Gnana and Karma are interfering, then that direct devotion will be stopped. So that's why Gnana Karma Janavrutam is nothing but what? Apratihata. That means not stopped. Able to understand this?
Prabhu, please repeat. I didn't understand.
So apratihata means uninterrupted. What is not interrupted? Direct devotion should not be interrupted. Uninterrupted direct devotion, which is not motivated, is known as pure devotional service. So uninterrupted word where we are getting, that is nothing but the apratihata. So in the definition of the Rupa Goswami, what word is reflecting that? Gnana Karma Janavrutam. So Gnana Karma Janavrutam is equal to apratihata. So that's why you should write Tadastha Lakshanam for account, that means B and C. Together will become the Tadastha Lakshanam.
Prabhu, you were comparing this to the definition where the other one you mentioned. What is that other one?
The definition of the pure devotional service by the Jiva Goswami.
Okay. So Prabhu, this not being covered by Jnana and Karma. So you also mentioned an example where even if you are doing Jnana and Karma, but you are still thinking of Krishna or remembering Krishna, then still it will count as a pure devotional service.
Yes.
Right, Prabhu? So then apratihata will not be there in that case, right?
Yeah.
It will not be counted, although it is there. There is Jnana and Karma, but apratihata not be there, right?
Apratihata will not be there. That means.
But then in this definition, Prabhu, so not covered means one which is having still bhakti element in it. Right?
Continuous, direct devotion is continued actually. So what is the 1 second? Bhakti Prakārāh. Direct devotion means what? So the direct devotion means activity direct devotion means Saksha, that means Swarupa Siddha Bhakti means direct devotion. That means what is the meaning of Swarupa Siddha Bhakti? We gave the definition according to the Jiva Goswami. Activity which is done by the body, mind, or speech is directly connected to the Krishna. That means Sakshat word is used actually. Directly it is connected. Like hearing the holy name or otherwise seeing Lord. These are all, that means chanting the holy name. So this activity is direct touch it is having with the Lord. So this, if pure devotion means what? One should always, that means pure devotion means he's situated in his original situation. What is that original situation? I am servant. So that means is a pure servant. That means pure devotee. Pure servant means pure devotee. That means he should not, his activity always should be directly connected to the Krishna. That is the meaning actually, pure devotion means. And any time of, that means in the 24/7, in 24/7, any time. So his activity should not be disconnected with the Lord, from the Lord. It should not be disconnected from the Lord. Okay. So that means if we do act, that means some activity done by the body and mind and speech, if that is done and if it is not directly connecting to the Lord, that means example, karma, then that activity may be the karma, or that activity may be the jnana. In the case of jnana and karma, that activity is not directly connected to the Lord. So that condition, that means he should be always doing the activity for Krishna directly. That condition is violated when that is then the activity is not directed towards the Krishna, but it is done out of the bodily consciousness, and after that you offer that to the Lord. If you do this, then what will happen? Then there is a interruption between the connecting activity. That means connection will be interrupted. That means what? All the time, in every instant, activity connected to the Krishna, activity connected to the Krishna, activity connected to the Krishna. This is the activity and connected to the Krishna. Activity connected to the Krishna. This should be there in 24/7. That's why Krishna, what pure devotee means, Prabhupada says 24 hours. Remembering the Krishna 24 hours.
And
24.
Laukik karma is excluded, right, Prabhu? In this 24/7.
Laukik karma also, he will be in the Laukik karma also, what is happening? He will be remembering Krishna. So like he's bathing. So keeping that mind, that means he's thinking about the Lord and he's bathing. So even in that Laukika and all the time, actually, he'll be remembering. Or otherwise he's chanting, or otherwise he is hearing. So that's why if you see Guru Maharajas also, they always keep the Lord's chanting box. Because hearing, that means chanting means, hearing means what? Hearing, if that sound vibration, Krishna's sound is touching the eardrums, is nothing but the Shravanam. So that means somehow or other, that's why Prabhupada says, somehow or other, one should be all the time in Krishna consciousness. That means by the body or mind or speech, you should be connected to the Krishna. This should happen actually.
So this, yes, Prabhu. So even if we are not attentive while hearing, we are bathing and we're hearing something, we are not very attentive while hearing every detail.
It is touching eardrums and Shravanam is happening.
Okay, so that will count as aprahitita. And karma jnana, if it is there still, if you're doing this like hearing or chanting or remembering, then also it will become apratihata.
Apratihata is satisfied. There is no interruption. That's the point actually. Bharata Maharaj's case and Dhruva Maharaj's case, that is the point they say, Prabhupada. That's in the Prabhupada's lines whenever you see in English. So always, this is a very important word you should remember. 24 hours, this also we should remember all the time. So these words he uses all the time to the pure devotees. That is the meaning actually.
So Prabhu, there are some things
one second. So, but when we do the activity which is karma, then karma is not having the direct connection with the Lord, and that is coming in between. And now after that you are once again connecting activity, your activity is directly connected to the Lord. So then what will happen? This is, so here the condition is broken actually. What is the condition? Activity should be directly connected to the Lord And here the activity is not directly connected to the Lord, is indirectly connected, is karma. So
Yes,
that's
Prabhu.
why then this Gnana Karma Avrutam is coming. That means he is coming to the platform of, so yes, to the material form.
Thank you,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Jivadaya
So,
Prabhu. 1 second,
one more
Mataji.
thing. Okay.
Jivadaya Prabhu. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, in the Swarup Lakshan of Bhakti, in the definition given by Rupa Goswami, there's one word comes Anu. And Anu
Yes, Prabhu.
means also continuous. So, are they not contradictory? Like Apratihatam also means continuous and Anu also means continuous. So, that way.
Actually, Apratihata is telling that one should do continuous 24/7. Anu is bringing the word of 24/7, and Apratihata is saying that not bringing the something in between the direct devotion. 24/7 is achieved from where? So from the Anu.
Yeah, Anu means continuous, Satatam.
Yeah. That means that continuous means you may do the activity to the Lord, maybe directly connected or indirectly connected. That is known as bhakti only. But now I think Apratihata is coming and it is removing out the activities which are not connected to the Lord directly. That is the difference it is bringing.
It's like Satatam Smartavya Satatam Vishnu and Vismartavya Najatu, that kind of.
That means being a human being, everyone should do bhakti all the time. But he should do pure bhakti. Then when you say pure bhakti, then the Gnana Karma Dhanavrutam you need. But everyone, that otherwise he's not a human being who is not doing bhakti. He is not a Brahmana, he is not a Kshatriya, he is not a Vaishya, he is not a Sudra. This is the Varnashrama Dharma, means what? Doing all the activities for the satisfaction of the Lord. That means then only he is considered as human being. Because in the Dharma Shastra, so if you see what that means bhakti is included actually as a dharma for the 24. You see in the Dharma Shastra, or Narada Muni is explaining. So bhakti is included actually as the ordinary quality of the 30 qualities. So, or otherwise Varnashram system, you see, these Navayogendras explain, if whenever is not offering his, that means this Varna and Ashrama duties for the satisfaction of the Lord, then he is not a Brahmana, he is not a Kshatriya, he is not a Vaishya, he is not a Sudra. He is outcast. So that's why Anu is needed.
Yeah.
And after that should be pure. Then you should add this Gnana Karma Dhanavrutam.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, Prabhu. So who is that? Okay, Radha Anuga Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I have a small question. So,
Yeah.
Prabhuji, according to Srila Rupa Goswami, Pratihatam is when Gyan and Karma are not becoming hindrance into our direct bhakti. This is
Yes.
what it means.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Sudevi Mataji. Yes.
Prabhuji, when karma is done, which is for pleasing the Lord, such kind of things were asked, right? So that would be not apratihata, right?
That is the devotion, but that is not the pure devotion.
And Sandhya Vandan is also mentioned as karma. So Sandhya Vandan, now Gayatri's we do at Sandhyas, that is Sandhya Vandan, but that is prescribed by the Guru, right? And we are doing it in Krishna consciousness. So how that would also count as karma, Prabhu?
No. In our case, that is not karma. But in the Karma Kandi's case, it is the karma.
Okay. In the scriptures, when it is given like that, how would we understand? Because it will be mentioned like Sandhya Vandana for pleasing the Lord. So how would we understand it is a karma or a bhakti activity?
How it is, we can understand. That's why na Veda Pranihito Dharmaha. Jiva Goswami explain na. So Bhuta Bhavod Karaha Visargaha Karma Uchyate. Definition we have seen already in that classes. What is karma? What is the Laukik karma? What is the Durachara karma?
Yes, Prabhu. For answering questions, when you give, how do we understand just by looking at it? Because you say Sandhya Vandana for pleasing the Lord. So is it a karma or a bhakti activity?
So Sandhya Vandanam is karma actually here. So whatever that means in our Sandhya Vandanam we chant the Gopal mantra. So that's the Kama Gayatri mantra. So that's why it is devotion. Okay. So next.
Prabhu, my question was in the devotee's case, or like say
Okay,
Bharat
Mother, you
Maharaj.
are please actually let us complete the questions and you
Sure,
can
sure,
ask
sure.
some questions later also. So next, which one of the following? So that's why you should answer the apratihata anyabhilasha sunyam, both B and C. Next, which one of the following is the example of Sangasiddha Bhakti? So a farmer offers his yield to the Lord. A karmi chants the holy name while purifying paraphernalia. A performing homa to satisfy the Lord along with daily chanting. None. So answer is C. So who will answer this? 1 second. Namruchi Prabhu, yes.
Sure, Prabhu. So the first one, farmer offering the yield is Arobhasiddha Bhakti.
Yes.
And then in the class you mentioned that for Sangasiddha Bhakti, Bhakti should be the Pradhana.
Yes.
So that means the second choice is also not correct, because
Yes.
in the second choice, Karmi is chanting the holy name. So that is like becoming Gunibhuta Bhakti.
Yes.
But in the third case, it is the Pradhani Buddha Bhakti. Actually, this becomes, I believe, the Bhakti Matra Kama Karma Mishra Bhakti. So
Yes.
the person is having desire for doing bhakti only because of the taste for doing karma. They are like participating in the karma. And in this case, Vama is karma because it is prescribed in the like Vedas, which is dealing with the 3 modes.
Very good. Thank you. That's a C is the answer. Next. So which one of the following is not Arobhasiddha Bhakti? Answer is B. So I will hear explanation from Radhanuga Mataji. You are lifting hand for this question or previous? If for this question you can answer.
Sorry, Prabhuji, it was for previous question.
It was
I just
previous,
forgot
okay.
to lower my hand.
Okay, so who is going to explain? Namrish Prabhu, yes, second chance. Once again, okay. You want to explain?
Sure, Prabhu. So, like I'm, which one of the following is not Arobhasiddha Bhakti?
Yes,
the first one, like that would be the like I'm not able to see it, Prabhu.
Okay, shall I zoom it? Okay. This one, Prabhu. Are you able to see now?
Yes, Prabhu. Now I can see, Prabhu.
Which one of the following is not Arobhasiddha Bhakti?
So,
okay, I will take the Rukmini Valla Prabhu. So, Rukmini Valla Prabhu, yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. In Arobhasiddha Bhakti, Prabhuji, if someone is doing some activity, some karma and offering to Lord, this is Arobhasiddha Bhakti. But in B, we can say in all three, there is same condition. But in condition of B, Brahmachari is assisting to Bhakti. This is a definition of Sangasiddha Bhakti. So answer is B.
Yeah. Yeah. And why not C and D?
In C and D Vedic sacrifice, this is Karma Kanda project. And doing karma as an order of the Lord. He's doing at least karma, na Prabhuji, and then he will offer to Lord. That's
It's
why
it is what?
Bhakti.
It's Arobhasiddha. Next, doing karma as an order of the, this is?
Yes, Arobhasiddha Bhakti.
Yeah, it is also Arobhasiddha. Good. Good.
Prabhuji, could you explain each of these items? I couldn't follow.
Yeah. So first one, doing prescribed duties as the order of the Lord. So A and D are similar actually. Prescribed duties if you do as the order of the Lord. So what we said, any karma which is offered or otherwise something. That means in the definition, offering and so on, karma and so on, offering and so on is known as Arab Siddha Bhakti. By itself is not having the Bhaktitvam, and it is in the form of karma and so on, and it is offered and so on. Then this is known as Arab Siddha Bhakti. So that's why in that case, what we have to do? We have to think that in that case, karma and so on. That means like you are here now, the prescribed duty is the karma. And offering and so on. That means either you can offer or otherwise, you can consider this, you can consider this activity as the order of the Lord. And if you do, then this is also known as Aropa Siddha Bhakti. Offering and so on. Aropa Siddha Bhakti is not just only offering, and even if you take it as the order of the Lord and do, then that is also known as Bhakti, but it is also known as Aropa Siddha Bhakti. This point we discussed in the class. So that's why A is Aropa Siddha Bhakti, D is also Aropa Siddha Bhakti, C is also Aropa Siddha Bhakti. Only so B is not Aropa Siddha Bhakti.
Prabhuji, in case of C, if you would have written performing sacrifice to please the Lord and you would have omitted the word Vedic, then C would also get cumulated with B. Na? Agar C mein, if you would have just written performing sacrifice to please the Lord, because you always said na Vedic, it should be Vedic karma means Vedic karma.
Yeah.
If you would have said performing sacrifice to please the Lord, then this C would also be the answer along with B.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yes, right. So Jivadaya Prabhu. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. So Prabhu, my question is, does this order of the Lord doesn't make any difference? Like if we say example of Arjuna, he's fighting on the order of the Lord. So that fighting activity is Arab Siddha Bhakti. Is it not?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, it is Bhakti, but it is Arab Siddha Bhakti. But he is pure devotee because he is thinking about the Lord all the time. That means Tasma Sarveshu Kaleshu Ma Manusmara Yidhyacha Bharata. This is the order of the Lord. So even while doing the killing of these people, you should remember me. So remembering, that means either body, mind, or speech. So direct connection with the Lord is maintained actually. Apratihata is there.
yes.
So it will still count as a pure bhakti, Prabhu?
Yeah, in the case of Arjuna, it is a pure devotion only. If someone is not thinking about the Lord and doing just, it's an order of the Lord. So the activity itself is not having the bhaktitvam. Since now you are considering this activity as the order of the Lord, then bhakti is imposed on that. So that's why it is becoming the Arab Siddha Bhakti. Okay, next. Which one of the following is not Swarupa Siddha Bhakti? Answer is C. Eating prasadam, sleeping in Vrindavan, and producing flowers and offering to the Lord. So, answer is C. Who is going to answer? Sudhanshu Prabhu, yes.
Prabhu, first I asked this, I had raised hand mind for the last question, just before than this.
Okay. No
Is
problem.
there any difference between A and D? Because the prescribed duty as the order of the Lord is like
No
some
difference.
Vedic,
No difference.
and karma and order of light, it seems like it is the Lord is directly ordering, like in case of Arjuna.
Yes, both are
or
same
like
one.
that.
Yeah, because as some 4 choices I should give, so in the hurry, so I little bit twisted and
So
same
actually,
both.
but iron and the order it could get confused because I thought iron order is something direct he said. It is not then Arab Siddha Bhakti.
That means you did
Because
wrong.
directly he's saying, na bro, iron order of Lord.
Prabhu, it is
Yes,
confused
that
you.
is like, bro.
It is confused you.
Iron
You put
order
wrong.
first is Yes. So because the first one, the prescribed duties means it is like Vedic, and an order means like Lord something saying, Lord, you do this, and it became like an order means direct Lord is saying saying something to devotee, you
bro.
do this.
Good,
Now
good,
it is
good.
something karma.
That
So,
means we can give this
so
kind
I
of
got wrong.
choices. Okay. Okay. Next, which one of the following is not the Swarup Siddha Bhakti? Okay.
Can I say, Prabhu?
Okay, Mataji. Yes.
Prabhu, C I had chosen because prasadam, eating prasadam is directly connected to the Lord.
Yes.
It's about remnants and
Prasadam is
sleeping
not different from the Lord. Yes.
yeah, sleeping in Vrindavan. It is always mentioned about glories of living in a dham. Even few seconds also, if you live in the dham,
Body is
it
touching
is a
the
devotional service. Like
body
so,
directly in connection.
yeah.
Body directly
So
in connection to
both
the Lord.
are Swarup Siddha Bhakti only, and producing flowers and offering it is Aropa Siddha Bhakti. So
Yes.
that's why I chose C.
I think it's very clear. So, any questions? Anyone is having? No. Okay. So, next we'll go to the next. Which one of the following can be the form of Aropa Siddha Bhakti? So, karma and so on can be the form of the Bhakti, Aropa Siddha Bhakti. So, you remember this? Who can become Aropa Siddha Bhakti? Karma and so on. Karma and so on only can become Aropa Siddha Bhakti. And for the Sangha Siddha Bhakti, karma and so on, when they become Anga of the Bhakti, then they can become the form. That means that means karma, being a servant to the Bhakti is the chance to become the form of Sangha Siddha Bhakti. So now that's why. So which one of the following can be the form of Aropa Siddha Bhakti? So now you see from this answer
This
is
was
B.
quite confusing, Prabhu.
Yes. So because in the class, the very scrutinizingly I said this, chanting Krishna. So this is activity, direct devotion. Following the Katyayani Vrata is it is a Vrata related to some demigod. And controlling mind for hearing the Bhagavatam. Here, controlling mind is the Anga, is the assistant to the Bhakti. So this cannot be here, say Aropa Siddha Bhakti. Controlling mind is not Aropa Siddha, is not the form of the Aropa Siddha Bhakti. And asking Lord to give wealth, this is another thing actually. This is not at all comes under anything of this. I just to confuse, I kept this. So the following Katyayani Vrata is the karma actually. Vratas, dana, tapa, vrata, homa, all these are all karma actually. So that's why this karma cannot be, karma can be the form of the Aropa Siddha Bhakti. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu, but no bhakti element was
Mataji, you
mentioned
should
in
raise the hand, Mataji. You are overriding the class. Many devotees are.
I'll raise the hand, Prabhu. Earlier only I had raised. Could I ask now, Prabhu?
Okay, I will take Sudhanshu Prabhu then after you. So Sudhanshu Prabhu, yes. Because they raised, I am seeing, yeah.
So I have a question. Can this jnana at any time offered as bhakti? Like karma can be offered in
Yeah. Gnana also can offer, Prabhu. So you can control
How?
mind and offer it. Any activity can be offered. Just Krishna
So
Arpanam.
then this third option, Prabhu.
Now I am
Bhagavatam
saying
is hearing Bhagavatam.
No, here I am saying controlling mind for hearing. So here specifically is asked na. So karma and so on. Here is Angattu is coming. So this is going to the next class.
Like this is Sangha Siddha Bhakti, but I have little question. Like controlling mind and hearing Bhagavatam and controlling mind for hearing Bhagavatam. Is it not
controlling mind? If I say, then you can take your understanding. Controlling mind, I could have said, then you could have selected that.
Okay.
Here already.
No, I have a question. English. This is little English problem. I just want to understand. Controlling mind and hearing Bhagavatam, and controlling mind for hearing Bhagavatam.
Then the difference. Then it can be Aropa Siddha Bhakti. Controlling mind can be offered. And hearing Bhagavatam
So
is
that's
already
why-
Swarup Siddha. Yeah.
So that's why I put Prabhu. This answer should be correct then, na Prabhu. I'm
And
controlling mind for it.
and is not there, na? If and is there, then you can put. Where is and? For is there. So controlling mind for the hearing Bhagavatam, it took the position of what? So Sangha Siddha Bhakti. If the karma or the jnana, if they are becoming assistant to the bhakti, then that is known as Sangha Siddha.
Yes, Prabhu.
And when that karma is not at all, that means assisting, then in that case, it is, so it can be the form of the bhakti. So clearly defined, actually, if you see the, which I closed that, in the Sanskrit, when Angatvam is there, then that is form of the Sangha Siddha Bhakti. If Angatvam is not there, then that is the Aropa Siddha.
Got Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Angattam is the main thing.
Yeah.
By Angattam we
Angatvam
can
is
understand.
substance. Yes.
Yes.
Prabhu,
Thank you.
Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
So this
Yes, Mataji.
following Katyayani Vrata by itself is a karma, right, Prabhu? It's
Yes,
just
yes.
a karma.
Yes.
But
Yes.
so there is no bhakti element only. That's why I was thinking none of the answers are right. So that's why I left the didn't choose anything.
No. Form of Aropa Siddha Bhakti means, so that means it itself should not be having any quality of the bhakti. That can be the form of Aropa Siddha Bhakti.
Okay, but it was not mentioned that it was for pleasing and ultimately the Lord or anything
That's
like that.
why
It was not mentioned.
that is a required condition. Bhaktitvam should not be there. So in the chanting Krishna, Bhaktitvam is there. And controlling the mind, in that controlling mind also now it is being assistant of the hearing Bhagavatam, it is also getting the Bhaktitvam. So to become form of the Aropa Siddha Bhakti, Bhaktitvam should not be there.
Yeah. So Prabhu, the question could have been like this, like which of these have the potency of becoming Arup Siddha Bhakti? Like that we could be having.
Karma
Like
the
the
Rupa.
possibility.
So
Which
karma
of
the
these?
Rupa. We hear Mataji, you have to hear first.
Yeah.
So karma the Rupa, we said actually. So it is what? Aropa Siddha Bhakti basically is in the form of karma and so on. But when it is offered to the Lord, then it is getting the Bhaktitvam. So that means that is the intention. That means who can become Aropa Siddha Bhakti. So that's why the form, that's why the object, whatever is there, it should not have the Bhaktitvam by itself. That can
Yes,
become
Prabhu.
Aropa
That
Siddha
I
Bhakti.
understood, but usually we, when we give the example of Aropa Siddha Bhakti, we said
I'm
offering
not
or
asking
pleasing.
I'm not asking the Aropa Siddha Bhakti. So which one of the following can be the form of the Aropa Siddha Bhakti?
Yeah, that was not clear. That part can be the form. That means it has a possibility of becoming. That was the meaning here, right? So that
Yes.
meaning
Yeah.
couldn't be grasped there. That's why there was a mistake. Okay, Prabhu,
Yes.
thank you.
So practicing the austerity can be Bhagavad Dharma. In Bhagavatam, so who said this? So this is, she is Prabuddha. Next, which one of the following can be done? Can be
Prabhu,
one
could
of
you
the,
tell the verse, Prabhu? Srimad
it is
Bhagavatam verse.
11th canto. So 11th canto, 3rd chapter, 23 to 26.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Next, which one of the following can be one of the form of Aropa Siddha Bhakti? So same thing I repeated. It should not have Bhaktitvam by itself. Which one of the following can be one of the form of Aropa Siddha Bhakti? So Bhakti Mishra Karma, Karma Mishra Bhakti, Bhakti Mishra Vrata, none. Answer is, so A and C, same thing you should apply. What I explained in the before question. A and C. Because
What is Bhakti Mishra
Bhakti-
Vrata? What is Bhakti Mishra?
Vrata means, so generally vratas are prescribed in the, so vrata means I am not here specifying that it is the vrata ekadasi vrata. So vrata means in general it should take karma only. Vrata, japa, or otherwise this sandhya vandanam, these are all is that Nitya Naimitya karmas. These are all the karma only, the basic. These are all karma. But if it is, it should carry the special, that means devotional activity, then it should mention that Ekadasi Vrata. Then that is direct devotional activity. If it's a simply Vrata, it's a karma.
So
Or
Prabhu,
the Danam is also karma.
so when it is mentioned Bhakti Mishra Karma or Vrata, it has some Bhakti you're saying, but the main thing is Vrata or Karma. So Bhakti is the servant of Karma or whatever Vrata you're doing. That is the point here, Prabhu?
Yeah. So here you say Bhakti Mishra Karma. When you say here Bhakti is mixed with the karma, that means Bhakti is becoming the assistant to the karma. Karma Mishra Bhakti means, so Bhakti is Pradhana. In this, what is the difference between A and B? In the B, Bhakti is Pradhana and karma is the Gauna. And in the A, karma is the Pradhana and Bhakti is the Gauna. Okay? So here karma is the Pradhana. Hey, bhai. So here karma is the Pradhana, and so that's why when karma is the Pradhana, then total is known as what? Karma only. So then that is karma can be the form of the Arop Siddha Bhakti. And when Bhakti Mishra Vrata, in this also, Vrata is nothing but karma. Even it is mixed with Bhakti, then Pradhana is what? Vrata only. So that's why karma and Vrata, even they have some little Bhakti is mixed, then they don't consider those are the Bhakti. They are having the Bhaktitvam. They are known as karma only. Like example, when you do Yajna, so at the time we will be chanting the Narayana mantras, Vishnu mantra to purify the fire flame here. Just by chanting the Vishnu mantra, you cannot say that that whole activity became now Bhakti. No. Because Pradhana is what? Karma only. So then you can say, you say that it is karma only, there is no Bhaktitvam in that. Okay. So this subtle
Prabhu.
understanding
Thank
is
you,
needed
Prabhu.
actually. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So that's
Prabhu,
A and C. Yes.
This second option, then which example, where this example fits?
Karma Mishra Bhakti. So Karma Mishra Bhakti is coming, Prabhu. Jnani, Artha, Artharthi, Jignasu. Artho, Jignasu, Artho, Artharthi, Jignasu, Jnani. So these of Chaturvidaha Bhajante Mam. In these four are the Karma Mishra, Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti they are doing. They may be the Karma Mishra and Jnana Mishra Bhaktas. This is the example you can see.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That anyway we are going to discuss. It is coming. That is also. Next, which one of the following needs the full awareness and attention of performer to give its result? Who will say? Yes, Sudhansh Prabhu, please. So slowly, everyone is leaving. Okay, tell Prabhu.
Bro, I'm just trying. Like when we in direct bhakti, bhakti, then there's if there is we are not even full attentive, bhakti will give its result. But when we are doing karma or jnana, then there is very much important to have full to following every rule and full attentiveness. Then can only will it give result. Otherwise, there will be problem. It can give reverse result.
For doing the karma and jnana, and to get the result of that, you need full attention, and after that also it may give result or may not give, or it may give little result, but the full attention is needed. So for the doing the bhakti, that we have seen the example, that bird example we have seen now. I'll remove this. I'm not. Bird example we have seen. In that bird example, what we are understanding there, that bird is doing the circumambulation around the Lord. Fully. So that means it is circumambulating the temple. But the point is what? It is doing that activity unknowingly also. And without any awareness. Still it is a result. Is there. Because it is a bhakti. But it is abhasa bhakti. But still there is a result. But in the case of the, if you see the karma and jnana, without attention, if it is done, there is no result. So that's why karma arpanam needs the attention, because karma should be done very carefully and often. Controlling mind, controlling senses also needs the attention. Chanting holy name and worshipping of deity doesn't mean anything. Okay, next, in what situation compassion?
Prabhuji, D hai controlling senses to your.
1 second, Prabhu. Yes.
Sorry.
Let me. Yes, Prabhu, please.
Yeah, Prabhuji, regarding D, as an option for a correct answer, controlling senses to your holy name. But you also taught us this, that just that vibration, that even if you don't hear it attentively, the holy name, just the vibration into the eardrums is enough. So then to hear holy name is enough. Why controlling senses is making it?
Yeah, it is not needed.
That why to give full awareness? Full awareness is not required attention, because just the vibration. You had also said once that even if you are sleeping in the Bhagavatam class and if you are hearing the holy name, that will also do. That will also give the result. So please clarify on this.
We are not saying that whether holy name will give the with controlling. Here, chanting holy name is not the main. Controlling sense.
But vibration of ear is happening, na Prabhuji?
Huh?
Vibration in the ear is happening, na? Vibration of eardrums.
To understand the question, Prabhu, we are not discussing. So for giving the result,
we are discussing about awareness required for giving the result. तो इधर अवेयरनेस की जरूरत ही नहीं है ना, बिकॉज अगर आदमी सो रहा है भागवतम क्लास में, स्टिल ही इज इट इज इवन इफ ही स्लीपिंग it is he still hearing the bhagavatam, the ears are hearing the bhagavatam, the vibration, the drums are vibrating, it is entering into the heart, everything is happening. So where is the question of awareness? And that I'm confused. Please.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Please, first of all, you try to, what I'm saying, try to understand. So my point is controlling senses to hear holy name. So you are taking the help of controlling senses. Yes, you are taking the controlling senses as an assistant to the bhakti. So this assistant should be nicely performed. So that it can become an assistant to the bhakti. You are understanding? Controlling senses will be giving result. That means it is becoming a servant to the bhakti when it is nicely performed. Here, holy name, hearing holy name is not the main.
Okay, got it now, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Controlling
And
senses
karma
is the main.
Yeah, karma and this controlling senses is the jnana. These has to be performed nicely. Then only they can become assistant, or otherwise karma arpana will become successful, and then bhaktitvam, controlling senses will get the bhaktitvam.
Okay, Prabhuji, got it now. Controlling senses is the main in this, not your only. Like that you have to take.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, in chanting holy name, we discussed like if someone is not aware, so he will not get a result because he is doing aparadha. So
someone, what is that?
In this also, if someone is chanting holy name, but he is not aware for it, so he will do aparadha, na Prabhuji?
No.
So you discuss this. If
So
someone is not chanting attentive, so inattentive chanting is aparadha, na Prabhuji?
Inattentive chanting is aparadha. But someone,
chanting holy name, if it also include na, if someone is not doing attentively,
then
so
what
why
you
it's out of this criteria?
Are chanting holy name is not the main, Babu. Controlling senses to hear holy name. Here, controlling sense, you see the sentence, phrase you see, who is main. Controlling senses to hear holy name will give result or not. That means, will give result means it should become the assistant to the bhakti. When it is not the holy name.
My question is in B, chanting holy name, why is out of criteria? B, second option. Yes, Prabhuji.
Chanting holy name doesn't need any attention, Prabhu, to give result. Like example, Shraddhaya Helaya. That means even you may hear with the Shraddha, that means with attentiveness, or Helana, that means still it is going to destroy Ashesha Papa Agaharam. It is going to destroy all the sin. From
and
the
Aparadha.
But in the Aparadha, when it will become, yes, see, that is the point is there. So in our case, we are knowing that the holy name should be chanted attentively, because holy name means Lord, and the Lord's name should be chanted attentively. So, but after knowing that we are not doing, then it is offense. But even if you not knowing that holy name and you should not be inattentively chanted, you don't know. But even in that case also offense will happen. But Dauratmeta is not there. Crookedness, that's a weakness in the heart is not there. So that's why he will not get the severe, that means a negative result. Whoever doesn't know that holy name, this is the holy name and I should chant attentively, whoever is not knowing, in their case also, if he is not hearing the holy name inattentively, offense will happen, but the result, punishment, the negative result is not serious, severe. Because Dauratmyata is not there. Weakness of the heart is not there. But in our case, we know it should be chanted attentively. Then in that case, you are not chanting stilly. Then weakness in the heart is there. Then it is offense and
I selected B and C because both have more attention. Otherwise, there will be Aparadha and Karmarpanam. We can do at the point.
Wow.
and the controlling senses to hear holy name. He is already controlling senses. Then why this is more than adding is necessary. So I choose B and C.
I understood your question, your approach.
Okay, correct.
In what situation compassion towards living entities can become bhakti? So this is the answer is when it is offered, when it becomes servant of the bhakti. So see. Yeah, Sudhanshu Prabhu. Yes.
Prabhu, this English create problem. Can become bhakti means there is a chance. So when it is offered, then only it can become bhakti. And when it becomes servant of the bhakti, then it can become bhakti. And C is both. So all three options are correct.
Yeah, I also did the same mistake, Prabhu. A, B, C, I chose.
But if C is not given, then you should take the A and B. C is given, then why you will be putting A and B?
Because it is again correct, na, Prabhu?
You gave one condition, Prabhuji. You told us that every right.
When you write C, it is obviously covering the A and B. Then why you have to repeat?
Yes.
Punaravriti dosha is coming in your answering. Punaravriti dosha.
So because the answer is correct, but still we chose more options, so we got wrong.
Punaravriti dosha should not be there. Same, telling the same thing is a dosha actually.
But I thought it marks because you will check individually also and both everything. So in that way, everything to be correct in that way, because you told na when
yes,
correct, then only you will get marks. So everything is A, B, C.
Everything, all the right answers you should keep. But here is giving the problem. Na? Already A and B as clubbed and set as a C. So then where is the point of saying A and B? So yeah, which of the following are the Sakaitava? Offering agriculture outcome to Lord to come out from the karma bandhanam. Okay. And practicing compassion towards living entities to become devotee. Chanting the holy name for pleasing Lord. Chanting holy name for sake of going to spiritual world. Answer is A and D. Yes. Sudhanshu Prabhu? Yes. You want to explain?
Yes, Prabhu.
Previously you raised hand. Okay.
Yes.
Who wants to say for this?
Prabhu, I can.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. What
Prabhu?
happened to our other friends actually? They are sleeping or? Okay,
Prabhu,
Mataji, you continue. Yes.
yeah,
I'm here.
Prabhu, I thought only A is the answer because D is going back to spiritual world. It is, I mean, that is not something material, right? Material desire on Sakaitava, I thought only material desire.
No, moksha also Sakaitava. Liberation, that means just, oh, it's a material world is nonsense and let me go to the spiritual world. Then it is a liberation. Salokya Mukti.
Yeah, but only Kaivalyam, that is merging only, I thought, yeah, that is like that. But
Other than
spiritual
Seva,
world also.
other than Seva, anything is Kaitava. Other than Seva. Anything
Okay,
is Kaitava. Yes.
So Kaitava literal meaning is having a motive, right?
No, that's not that. Kaitava means, so dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmat saranam satam. That means expecting the benefit for the other than the seva, exclusive, other than the serving the Lord is everything is kaitava. Simple. Everything.
Okay, Prabhu, thank you.
Everything minus seva is equal to kaitava. Yes, Ravindra Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji, if in the D part, in the D1, if you would have written chanting holy name for the sake of going to Golok, if you would have written like that, then then D would not be the option over here, right?
Yeah. And
Spiritual
Golok
world.
also.
No,
Golok
spiritual
also.
they include Vaikuntha and it doesn't
Vaikuntha
like.
also. Here Golok means in sake of going, if you do the chanting holy name, but
For
if you
the sake.
are going, yeah, same. But if you are going to serve the Lord, if I mention, then it will be out. Chanting holy name for sake of going spiritual world for serving the Lord. If I keep that, then this will be
for
out.
sake of going to Golok also would be
Yeah.
Sakaitava.
Yes, yes.
Like that.
There should be service.
Sake of going here is more.
That's why our Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, Shantarasa, they don't accept. Dasya, we have Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. Only 4. The Raganuga Bhakti, we 4 only, this we take. Not the Santa. Out. That is out.
But then if you go to a higher level, going to spiritual world is also not desired. Where Lord sends you, that is. Yes. Prabhuji, you are such an expert in MCQ. You are such an expert in MCQ. And yet you allowed me to, you gave me the service of preparing MCQ in Bhakti Sandarbha. But you are such an expert in this. Hare Krishna.
No.
You remember, na? You gave me MCQ.
Yeah, Prabhu. Yeah.
I made about 300 MCQs that time.
Yes,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Jivodaya Prabhu.
Bro, in the second option, there is this practicing compassion to become devotee.
Yes, Prabhu.
So to become devotee means pure devotee. Na? That means serving Lord.
Yeah, that's why this is not there. This is not the Sakaitava.
Okay, that's why it is answer. Yes.
So, which one of the following activity can be offered to Lord? Prescribed duty, stealing money and offering to the Lord. Killing animals and offering. Controlling mind. Actually, offering to the Lord might not be there, but anyway, everything can be offered. Anything, any activity can be offered to the Lord. That is the manasa, vacha, kaya. Whatever we do, that can be offered. So that's the ABCD. Jivadaya for this.
No, Prabhu, that was for previous question.
Actually, Prabhuji, you had said na, regarding B and C that offering of bad activity is better than not offering at all. You had said this line in your class.
Yeah. Yes,
so
Prabhu.
that is why B and C is also coming in. Offering
Prabhu.
of bad activities is much better than not offering at all.
Yeah. And but recommended is Vedic karma. One should
that
offer
also you
Vedic
had said.
karma.
Yes.
Yeah.
That you had also
And that is the best one. And but someone is doing bad activity and not offering, then there is no solution actually. So at least offer. Okay, it's better than the not offering. So that's a B and C also coming. So next, where is the no abhasa of the love? Here no is confusing. No and abhasa, most of the people, they will be confused. So answer is B and D. Doing karmarpanam for material desires. Doing karmarpanam for becoming devotee. And doing karmarpanam for detachment. And doing karmarpanam for pleasing the Lord. Yes, it's quite twisting actually. 2 times you should fold in the brain. Okay, answer.
Prabhuji, what would be the best terminology or understanding for the word no abhasa? How do we, like, if you want to convert this to, these are not two negatives that we can convert it to a positive. This is one negative. So this is like two negative. No is also negative. Abhasa is also negative. So how do we, if you want to put it in a simple English statement, how will this statement become where there is no abhasa?
Where is the love of in which where is the love? So doing karmarpanam for material desires, no love.
Now it's clear.
Doing karmarpanam for becoming devotees, love is there. Doing karmarpanam for detachment, no love. And doing karmarpanam for pleasing the Lord, love is there. So that's why B and D, love is there. Answer is B and D.
This is a
Prabhu,
big
I have a
mind.
question, Prabhu, in this. What is
Yes,
abhasa, Prabhu? What is
Abhasa
abhasa?
means just it is a reflection. It's not there and it is a reflection. Shadow.
So for becoming, you have asked where there is no abhasa of the love. That means there is no reflection of the love. So B and D has reflection. It says becoming devotee and pleasing Lord. So A and C should have been the answer, right, Prabhu?
No, B and D. Why?
Prabhu,
Why?
you mentioned abhasa is reflection, you said. So it substituting that word with reflection, where is there no reflection of love?
That means pure love is there. Love is there.
Yeah, where there is real love. Like that.
Huh? How do we interpret that?
Abhasa of love is not there means love is there. So abhasa of love is where it is there. In the doing karmarpanam for material desires, abhasa is there. Abhasa of love. And doing karmarpanam for detachment, abhasa of love is there. That means if you do karmarpanam for detachment, actually you want detachment, but you are showing that, oh my dear Lord, you take it. So there what? This is just a abhasa of love. This is a reflection of love. In A and C, abhasa of love is there. Okay. In B and D, there is no abhasa of love.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
So next, identify karma from following. So Agnishtoma Yajna, that means Nitya Naimittik. I said this sentence. Nitya karma, Naimittik karma, Kamya karma, Nishiddha karma, and Prayaschitta karma. These all 5 are the karma. So I also explained examples also. Nitya karma means Sandhya Vandanam and so on. If you remember this, you can check in the classes. And Naimittik karma means samskaras, Upanayana samskara and so on. And Nishiddha karma, So not killing the animals and so on. So, and or otherwise Guru Patni. So one should not mate with the Guru Pu's wife and so on. So, Kamya Karma means Agnishtoma Yaga and so on. So, and Prayaschitta Karma means so some vratas we do to come out from the sin. So here, what is the karma? Agnishtoma Yaga is the Kamya Karma. Doing Sandhya Vandan is the Naimittik Karma. Nitya Karma. Chanting holy name is not the Nitya Karma, it is a devotional activity, direct devotion. Upanayana Samskara is the Naimittik Karma. Samskara it is. So that's why karma is A, B, and D. So Deen Daya Mataji, yes.
Pranam Prabhuji. Prabhuji, can you please explain once more the previous answer?
Yeah.
Where is the no abhas of the love?
Okay, Mataji. Abhasa of love means shadow of the love. So when you
Yes.
do karma arpanam for the Naishkarmyam, for the purpose of Naishkarmyam, by the motivation of Naishkarmyam, or otherwise for the Kamana, material desire, in the two cases, the karma arpanam is involving what? Abhasa of the love. That means shadow of the love. So you see, A is what? Doing karma arpanam for material desires. In this, what is there? Abhasa of love is there. Okay. C, in the C also, doing karma arpanam for detachment. Here also abhasa of love is there. But doing karma arpanam for becoming devotee, there is no abhasa of love. You want to serve. And also doing karma arpanam for pleasing the Lord. You want to please the Lord by that.
Prabhuji, in second option, doing karmarpanam for becoming devotee, means there is no abhas of love, there is love actually, right?
Yeah. Bhakti matra kama. Motivation is bhakti.
But if I say about myself, if I'm trying to become a devotee, I don't have any love. I just want to go back to Godhead.
Then that is the moksha. You are desiring for the moksha. Liberation, that is. Salokya mukti.
So there is no love, right?
No love. You are not devotee, na, then. Because you want to go to the
Yes.
back to God. But there is no service mode.
Yes. Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Next, in case of seekers of jnana, what kind of karma arpanam is recommended? So, okay, the next question is okay. Identify karma from the following. Okay. This is done. Then we are going a little slow. In case of seekers of jnana, what kind of karma arpanam is recommended? Yes, Sudhanshu Prabhu, please.
True. You explained in the class that for jnana there is no for jnani there is no difference between good karma or bad karma.
Yes. But
So
what is
anything
actually anything? I expected this kind of mistake actually.
yes, bro.
So it is the worst case. Someone's nature is like that. So, but he wants to become a gnani. So then he will not see the difference. He will not change himself. He will not be having any
Yes, bro.
repetition. But what is
Yes, Prabhu.
recommended by the Kavi? So Kavi is saying that everyone should do the Vedic karma only offering. I want
So that is
purposefully.
for that is for
Purposefully, I
bhakti, na,
want.
bro. Not for jnani, na, bro. That is for bhakti, na. Matlab
Actually,
recommendation.
see. There, what is said, by doing offering karma, you will not be getting the result, which is very minimal, or the just without offering, you may get the minimum result, and also sometimes you may not get that also. But and also it is said that by offering, you will not only getting the result, but you will be relieved from that karma is also said.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. So that's why that point you should be striking.
Okay. I thought for jnani everything is okay. Nothing for bhakti there is something required. Matlab, they have to repent. For jnani there is no repentation.
Actually, see, jnanis, they do dushkarma and they try to offer. So since because of the contamination of their heart, and they cannot progress also. Anyone cannot progress. Not so easy. So in the case of jnanis, even it is a very horrible actually, because they don't have any bhakti to destroy that. And in that case, even it is a very horrible actually. It is the way they deal. That's their Jiva Goswami is saying that this is the way they treat
But Prabhu,
actually.
at the same time, you told
Hmm.
yes.
Hmm.
But you told Prabhu, na, then what is the value of this statement? You told that for Gyanis there is no value, matlab whether it is bad karma or good karma, everything is okay. It is the same. So what is the statement
Ah.
of this? What is value of this
But what is the
statement, Prabhu?
recommendation for them? Recommendation. What you will give the recommendation? So Vedic karma only. For Vedic karma, that's why next he is saying that for anything, Vedic karma only should be offered.
Yes, yes. So that is
If
for
it-
Gyanis also and Bhaktis also. Both
that means
this recommendation is there.
that is for everyone. And but when someone is doing the bad karma, how they react for that bad karma, they don't have any sense of the doing bad and good. That is the thing is said. But what is recommendation for them? It doesn't mean that they recommended. That means dushkarma is recommended for them. Can you say like that? No.
Yes, yes. Okay, Prabhu.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
twisted and got wrong.
Because it's a very that's why in the class I was expecting the precise that means attention, the full
That's true.
attention.
It is very good, Prabhu. It is very good, Prabhu. Actually, matlab, this type of mistakes. It is like we are giving IIT exam with every inattention we are getting 80 marks.
Actually, Prabhu, that is needed because we are more serious and more strict than any other one is in this whole world. Because if they do mistake, others like an engineer do mistake, maybe one bridge will be fall down and 10 people will die and they'll take once again birth. And if some doctor he did mistake and because of him one person will be dying and he will leave the old body and he will get the new body. But one devotee did the mistake, and if you misguide one jivatma in the wrong direction, who wants to become devotee but you misguide in the wrong direction, then there is a big problem actually than anyone.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, true,
Whose
Prabhu.
mistake will be the major cause in this major damage to this creation is what? Devotee's mistake. And because devotion is more and more precise thing, more and more valuable, priceless, it's priceless, more and more important. So that's why the Madhyama Bhakta so attentive, they have rapt attention towards everything. By the manasa, vacha, karmana, whatever they are delivering, they have full consciousness on that. So that is needed actually.
Thank you, Prabhu. Actually, this 2-3 question in this were like this only.
Yes.
So, matlab, it was creating if anything, matlab, any concept mismatch is problem. This 2-3 questions.
That
Okay,
is
Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
expected. Maybe we may not so perfect, but that is expected actually. So, but we should
Thank you,
be with that kind of mood actually. One should be. So that's why. Okay, Radhanuga Mataji.
Prabhuji, we'll get recording of today's class, na?
Yes, Mataji.
That is very important.
Yes. Next, Ravindra Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji, 2 points, 2 observations in this. The main word over here, the heavyweight that you call the guru, the heavyweight is the word recommended, right? This is like that. This is like that. Abhi jo pehle kiya tha, where you said controlling the senses. That is the main thing in that whole story. This is something like that, you know. And
Yes,
and second point I wanted to point out is that you said about the mistake done by the devotee. So in that there are two points. One is that you are chastising us. That is very good because chastisement by the guru does lead us to a better spiritual understanding. So at least I'm accepting your chastisement. And second point you said, Prabhuji, was that mistake by the devotee to a soul is very dangerous. So that means that if we make a mistake in preaching or anything, then instead of taking the soul towards the Krishna, we are instead widening the gap. That means we are taking him away from Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhu. That is the main thing.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
So next, in whose life from following we can see Sakama Karma Mitra Bhakti. So this is the thing. In whose life we can see in whose life from following we can see the Sakama Karma Mitra Bhakti. That is the class we discussed. karma, not Dhruva Maharaj. So because Dhruva Maharaj didn't do any karma, so in his life you can see the Rajasika Bhakti. He left everything and he simply sat for the pleasing the Lord. That means meditation on the Lord. So Vishnu Smarana and chanting mantra. Both he was doing. The Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So Om Namo Narayana. What is that mantra? I forgot. So this mantra is chanting. So that's why he's doing the direct devotion for the getting the material benefit. That is the highest position than his. I discussed in the class this. So than his forefathers. Then that is the example for the Rajasika Bhakti. But Kardama is example for the Sakam Karmishta Bhakti. Yes.
And Daksha, Prabhu? Daksha is example of?
Karmi. Daksha is a Karmi. Daksha is not a devotee at all. Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti is not there. Daksha is simply performing the sacrifices and offering that. So not offering also. He is giving the share to the Vishnu also as a devotee, as a Devata, not as a supreme personality of Godhead. Yes, Mataji, Archana Bhakti.
Prabhuji, about maybe you discussed it in class, I must have missed it, but just as a discussion, Daksha, we also hear, Prabhuji, that as the son of the Prajapatis, he actually satisfied Lord Vishnu and Lord Vishnu gave him darshan. So there was bhakti also, no, Prabhuji?
Daksha in 2 times we are seeing. Daksha in the previous life. Daksha once again is taking part. So I am not remembering Mataji this. So in the 4th canto you see Daksha. So,
again, he will come as the son of the Prajapatis, and then
that's a Chakshusha. In the Chakshusha Manvantara, once again he comes. In the
and
beginning, he was there as the son of the Brahmaji one time.
Yeah.
Then after that, he will come as the Chakshusha Manvantara, as a son of that Chakshusha, or some lineage is there in that.
yeah, and then he actually goes and he performs also tapasya, and he satisfied Lord Vishnu. The Lord gives him darshan and gives him a wife. You know, he'll say you'll get the wife, and then he'll have sons as Haryashvas, Savalashvas, like that. Om Narad Muni preaches like that. So
But he is satisfying, then that is also, it's not the by offering the law karma to the Lord, he is satisfying.
So he will come in the category of Kardama Muni then, right? Like Karma Mishra.
No. That is just karma arpanam. That's arop siddha bhakti. He's being sacrificed and offering to the Lord, then is aropa. Sakama karma mishra bhakti is different. No? So karma and bhakti also is needed.
There is one chapter, Prabhuji, about his prayers to the Lord, and there in
the 6th canto, 3rd chapter, I think. 3rd or 2nd.
So he will talk like he is a devotee of the Lord and the Lord is satisfied. So that's why I thought there is some bhakti also there, I was thinking. And actually at the end, he also, I think, anyway, so because he said he's a karmi, because he got darshan of the Lord.
Because he did once again offense to the Narada.
Yeah, he did.
So there Vishwanath is clearly establishing he's a karmi.
Oh, he's a karmi. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like not like Kardam Muni. Bhakti is not pradhana in the life of the Daksha actually. Even in the 2nd Daksha also.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you.
Next, the most important thing, I think it's too much actually. Time is 8:40.
Second session. Another session.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sorry to disturb Prabhuji. Prabhuji, but Sakam Karma Mishra Bhakti, in Sakam Mishra Bhakti, he have desire, material desire, na Prabhuji. And he's satisfying before in matlab when he's doing tapasya, like he's satisfying, he's direct doing Swarup Siddha Bhakti.
Who?
Daksha.
Daksha is doing Swarup Siddha Bhakti. What kind of Swarup Siddha Bhakti is it?
He's doing tapasya, chanting holy name
Tapasya is not the Swarup Siddha Bhakti.
Lord Vishnu. And that after this, he also send his sons also for tapasya, austerity, means for worship of Lord Vishnu, so that they can please.
Daksha, so we are seeing Prabhu, so he is not a devotee. He is not considered as a pradhani. That means in the pradhani bhuta bhakti, if you want to say, that means Sangha Siddha Bhakti. Bhakti should be the main. Bhakti should be the main. Okay. So that's Sakama Karma Mishra Bhakti. I'm not clear actually. I'm not convinced with this because so he's not a devotee and he is offending the Narada once again. And so Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti is not there in this in his thing actually, in his life. And also if you take the actually I didn't come to this Daksha also. I was fully in the focus of the fourth canto. There he was simply performing the yajnas and satisfying the Lord. So maybe actually two Dakshas are there. So but even in that case also you see in the second Daksha also. So Pradhani Bhuta Sangha Siddha Bhakti. The Sangha Siddha Bhakti is there, it is not discussed actually. So that is
Prabhuji, I heard
According to definition, we can say, na, if someone is doing some activity.
if someone is doing the Swarup Siddha Bhakti along with the karma and he's having material desire, then it is the so Sakama Karma Mishra Bhakti. There is no doubt in that.
Yes. And
So
he is moved for pleasing Krishna.
But he's just asking. He's asking, give me this, give me this. This is not the bhakti actually. So
yes, Guruji.
Some Swarupa Siddha Bhakti he did or not, that we have to see. And along with that, karma is also karma is doing. So just he's asking, I want this and I want that. Then that is not the so bhakti actually. He's asking. He did the karma and he wants to please that.
Means his main attention is not to please Lord. His main attention is to fulfill his
No,
desire.
actually, Swarupa Siddha Bhakti is there or not, we have to see. That's the point.
Yes.
If Swarupa Siddha Bhakti, and it should be the Pradhana. It should be Pradhana. That means Bhakti should be the Pradhana and Karma should be the assisting. That also. That is some Bhakti is there, then you cannot say he is the Sangha Siddha Bhakti, because in the chanting that means in the when we perform the yajna, at that time also you chant holy name. We don't say it is the Bhakti. It is karma only, because karma is a pradhana. Where the karma is becoming the assistant and bhakti is the goal. Bhakti is the main. Then only Sangha Siddha Bhakti you can say. But some bhakti is there, some chanting is there. But to get the success of his karma he is doing. So then karma is the pradhana, not the bhakti. Then that we cannot say it's a Sangha Siddha Bhakti.
Yes, Guruji. Understood.
Yes, Mata, you are saying something. Yes.
But he got Bhagavad Sakshatkara, no, Prabhuji. How is it?
No, Bhagavad Sakshatkara, it's anyone can get, Mataji. So even when Lord is just traveling on this Dwarika, so many, even Duryodhana got the darshan. That is not the index point actually.
This here, Prabhupada's translation says in that it is 6:4:35. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari, who is extremely affectionate to his devotees, was very pleased by the prayers offered by Daksha. So prayers offered can be Saksha Swarupa Siddha Bhakti.
Yeah, we can take prayers if it is there, then we can take.
And then and thus he appeared at that holy place. Being pleased by the prayers offered by Daksha, the Lord appeared, it is said.
Yeah, that's why we have to see whether it is Swarupa Siddha Bhakti or not. If it is Swarupa Siddha Bhakti, then it can be. But if he is doing these prayers as the assistant to his karma, you're understanding? So chanting Vishnu's name is also Swarupa Siddha Bhakti. But it is becoming assistant to the karma. So in that case also, Lord is giving the result to that karma to become pleased, being pleased by that. That doesn't mean that it is Swarupa Siddha, Sangha Siddha Bhakti.
Right. Yeah.
So like instead of chanting the Vishnu's name, he might have prayed that Stuti just is becoming the as the limb, as the assistant to the karma, whatever he performed. Then it is a karma pradhana. So So that's why you should see clearly the bhakti should be the main. Kardamuni want to become a devotee. Actually. If you see in his whole life, he's and because so actually that material desire also is not real, it's a fake only. Because his father wanted to create the progeny, that's why. Because Lord was having the tears in the Bindu, what is that? Bindu Sarovar. When see the Kardama, Lord started crying actually. That is proving that his material desire is also not real, it's a fake. You should analyze Mataji. If you decide the Sangha Siddha Bhakti, that should be properly analyzed. Just by the parameter of the Sarup Siddha Bhakti of some element, we cannot immediately say. Pradhana, it should be Pradhana.
Yeah. So when we say Sangha Siddha Bhakti, the goal of the devotee will be Bhakti only, right?
No, not goal, Mataji. Bhakti should be the Pradhana for him. In the practice, Bhakti should be the Pradhana and remaining two should be the assistants.
Achha, like that. Okay.
Goal may be the material desire also. That means then Sakama, Karma, Mishra, Bhakti it can be.
Yeah.
But what is the Pradhana? In his Anushtana, what is the Pradhana? That we have to see.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Prabhuji, I still little confusion. In Sakam Karma Mishra Bhakti, we have a devotee, one person have a, means Sakam, matlab ki kamna, desire for something else. Right now, Prabhuji. And he is pursuing Bhakti. Then how can we understand it's their Bhakti is Pradhana 100%. There will be karma also may be Pradhana, no?
That you have to see. That's why in the guidance of the Acharyas. So Kardamuni, we have seen Sakama, Karma Mishra, Bhakta he is. Because here, what is the main point?
Kardamuni case I understood, but I want to just clarify.
You want to apply, whenever you want to apply, you have to see whether he is being devotee, he is having material desire, or otherwise he is a karmi having a material desire.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Okay, Prabhuji. Understood.
So that's Prabhu.
Prabhu, you have already explained everything. My point was that this was how it confused. Like he went for the tapasya. So tapasya is anga of generally jnana or karma, both. And there is nothing like Sakam, Gyan, Mishra, Bhakti. So there was only option Sakam, Karma, Mishra, Bhakti because he was asking wife.
Who?
Yeah. And God also preached by them. So, in case of Daksha, when he went for this tapasya, na Prabhu. So, so
yes,
it is
okay,
karma.
Yeah. That's yes, we are in the same page. Yes, okay.
But okay, you clearly explained that.
Yes. Next, Sri Charan Das.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. Now it is okay, Prabhu?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Prabhu, so like if we see the prayers of Daksha, so like we can say like he's explaining truth about Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like in many prayers, he explains that Lord is like basically cause of creation, like this and so on. So how can we think like Daksha is ignorant about Bhakti, supremacy?
Knowing Bhakti is not sufficient. Na? You should also do the seva. So how can you say that some prayers you are deciding?
I mean to say that he knows the supremacy of Bhakti also. So I mean, why we can't conclude that he knows the supremacy of Bhakti? And
because Acharya didn't say, and also how can you say he knows the Bhakti? You are concluding that he knows the importance of the Bhakti. How can you say that actually?
Okay. Like from prayers, we cannot judge, no, bro. Like,
we can judge, but Acharya should comment on that.
Okay.
Yeah, because he will be seeing the next symptoms also. So just he is doing this, like you see, to get the result, someone will pray Vishnu, you are supreme and you are, and after that he will be doing the same, his karma. So that is like Vishnu's name, they will be chant to purify the paraplania because it's a very powerful. But after that, his consciousness is overall is Karmi only because he wants to, he doesn't want to accept him in the actions. Also in the con.
Like bro, like in normal karmi case, if we think, also I think he doesn't know
Prabhu,
that
noise is coming from the background.
somebody else.
Maybe someone, I don't know who is that.
No, it is fine, bro.
I'm okay. Tell me.
Yeah, but in ordinary karmi's case, so I think karmi doesn't know that Vishnu is supreme.
Yeah. So
But
that's why they are Karmi. Yeah. Even
that
Prabhu, sometimes they may know also Vishnu is Supreme Personality of God. Even Daksha also know, but he doesn't accept that actually. Even but that kind of faith is not there. So Vishnu is powerful among all the demigods. They know actually. Even the Asuras also know. Hiranyakashipu also knows. Many. In whose Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yatantascha Dridavvrataha. It is an example for what? It is example for Suddha Bhakti. Satatam Kirtayantam, always chanting the holy names is a Suddha Bhakti. Because what is the meaning of Suddha Bhakti? So Yatantascha Dridavvrataha. So he doesn't have any other material motivations. He is doing all the time kirtan. Yeah, if you see the full sloka, so he doesn't have any material motivation, and it's discussed in that Vishwanath Chakravarti commentary also. Okay, I think it's already 9 o'clock.
Prabhu, what is the difference between C and D?
Swarup Siddha Bhakti is different from this Suddha Bhakti. What is the difference? Who will tell? Sudhanshu Prabhu, yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
Suddha Bhakti is a part of this Swarup Siddha Bhakti. Suddha Bhakti is a very small portion of this Swarup Siddha Bhakti as a big. There is some modifier is also required. Swarup Siddha Bhakti to be free from any gunas.
Yeah.
Nirguna
So,
Swarup Siddha Bhakti.
Suddha Bhakti is equal to Nirguna Swarup Siddha Bhakti. So when you add a modifier for that Nirguna, then it will become Suddha Bhakti. That means if you do Swarupa Siddha Bhakti without any material motivation. So it is when you say Swarupa Siddha Bhakti means Jnana Karma Janavritti is achieved already. And also it should be Anyabhilasha Sunni. That means Nirguna. There is no other motivation. Then that is known as Suddha.
So Swarup Siddha Bhakti is a subset of Shuddha Bhakti, right?
Okay.
In the sense, only if it is Nirguna, then it will become Shuddha Bhakti. Otherwise, it is, I mean, you can say Shuddha Bhakti would include only a specific kind, that is Nirguna, you said. Right, Prabhu?
Yeah, Swarupa Siddha Bhakti is a superset. Okay. Suddha Bhakti is subset.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Prabhu. Now it's time is quite
Okay,
this
we'll
Swarup
end
Siddha
the class here. So
yes, this last
remaining
Prabhu, last.
Prabhu, to continue some other,
no.
one more session.
No, not now. So I will see some other time because I have another course is being started. So in the day after tomorrow onwards. So we'll see the remaining things some other time. And remaining 3-4 questions are there. So thank you very much for kind and patient participation in this. We'll meet in the next course, which will be started on the 3rd actually. Like the 20th, 3 o'clock to 3 to 5 p.m. So 3 to 5 p.m. You can attend this Damodar Leela. Actually, will be Vishwanath Chakravarti Sarab Darshini and also Vaishnav Toshini some extent because wherever there is no Rasa Bhasa. Because sometimes though two acharyas will go parallelly, differently. So then if you mix the two commentaries, then whole episode may become zigzag actually. So we'll see wherever there is a need, we'll keep this Sarab Darshini as a main track and other elements also will collect from the other commentaries from the Gopal Champa and others, so that we can line up things. So that the whole story will become a smooth flow. We'll try to do that.
So tomorrow, Prabhuji, it will be Damodar Leela session will commence.
Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, Mataji.
Day after tomorrow.
Yes. Day after tomorrow we'll do that. So yeah. Thank you very much. So I have to take rest now. That means leave. There's some other, yeah. So guests also came. So vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaः. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Prem.
Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hare
Thank you very much for kind attention.
Thank you.